Hatchlings, it's DragonFeather and welcome back to our channel. And today's episode is kind of special because I haven't made a video like this in a very long time, and I was inspired to do this video because I was going through my old videos and I saw my playlist for my Witchy Shopping vlogs, and I noticed that I have not made one in a very long time. And as you guys know, some of you guys might not know, but I ended up going to Washington for about a week to hang out with some friends that moved up there and to kind of have vacation because it was kind of necessary. And I did a lot of like crystal hunting while I was up there, so I have some awesome new beauties to show you, as well as a few other things and good witchy finds that I found. And I figured that I had a decent enough haul to do one of these videos, and I kind of want to start doing these again because it gives me the opportunity to kind of like talk about my experience, not only for me to have, but like to share with you guys, and then also to share with you guys some of the new things that I got. So I will be starting off with the first things that I got. Without further ado, we might as well get started. So I ended up getting quite a few things, actually. I'm gonna count how many I got. I got 9 things while I was out there, and of course the majority of them are crystals because that's me, I'm a crystal nut. But I was really wanting to find a fluorite while I was out there, and so that was kind of like the main hunt. So we ended up going to a few different crystal stores, but however, the first store we went to did not have what I was looking for, but I did find some other pieces that I really liked, and this was the first one that I found. I ended up finding this really beautiful piece of aqua aura quartz, and it was really kind of like synchronistic because the number 22 follows me around all the time, and it's because I was born on the 22nd of January, and this particular crystal was $22, and like, I don't know, it was really just calling to me, and like, it's so gorgeous, and I'm just in love with it, and it's, I have a piece of aqua aura quartz. It was a gift to me from one of my dear friends, Eagleheart, but this one is like the first piece that I've actually purchased for myself, and I really liked it. It's really simple, kind of small, but I really adore it because it's like all of that really pretty blue. There's like barely any white in it. There's like a little bit of white there. Please excuse the dogs. I live in a crowded neighborhood. But yeah, it's really adorable. I absolutely love this. So that was the first crystal I got, and these 3 crystals that I'm about to show you I got from the same crystal store. I might have to wait for the dogs to shut the fuck up. Alright, so these first crystals that I got here, these first 3 were from the same store. And it was really awesome because this particular store was literally like all crystals with a side of store. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, the store was smaller than my living room, but it was just like pouring. It was like overloaded with crystals and overloaded with some beautiful pieces, and they had a piece of bismuth there that they said was like the 2nd biggest in the world. It was kind of like a ridiculous claim, but like, it was giant. It was like this fucking big. Like, it was huge. But I didn't get bismuth, I already have some. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of like tell you guys about the store. I totally forgot the name of the store, but I'll go ahead and like message my friends and leave a link in the description if they have like an online thing. So there's that. And this next piece that I got is a piece of onyx, but it's really kind of special because I've never purchased a crystal that has been cut into an animal before. So this particular piece of onyx is actually cut into a raven, which has been a particular animal that I have really connected with spiritually a lot recently, and this piece is absolutely gorgeous. Like, it's so beautiful, it's so finely cut, all the details are so beautiful, and I just can't even handle it. And I wanted to actually build an altar for the raven because I've been really spiritually connected to it, and I feel like, the black feathers really are like symbolic with my personal spiritual journey. So that was this piece that I got, and the last piece that I got has a very special story to it because first I ended up purchasing these 2. So I purchased the aqua aura quartz and the raven, and we decided to leave the store after my friends got what they wanted too. And as we're walking back to the car, it just dawned on me because they had these little dragon crystal statues in there, and one of them really caught my eye, and one of them was really adorable, and my boyfriend really liked it too. And as we're walking away, I was like, you know what, guys? I don't know, man. I really feel like I want to go back and get that. And so they're like, yeah, are you sure? And like, they're like, okay, let's go. So we walk back in there and I grab this little crystal. It's a piece of rose quartz cut into a dragon, and it is so beautiful. And it has been such a staple in my like travels because I love the fact that its wings looked feathered. Like, they don't look like bat wings, because I'm a very big fan of feathered wings. Hello, I'm DragonFeather. But like, I'd never seen something like this. I've never seen like a dragon or like a crystal cut into a dragon, let alone a raven. Like, it was cool. And I picked it up, and I don't know, working with its energies, I found that there is indeed a spirit of a dragon attached to this. And I haven't really worked with her much. I ended up naming this Rosie. And I have reason to believe that there is a little fairy dragon attached to this, and that's why I was called back into the store to go get it. So it was really, really magical, and has been nothing but a beautiful, beautiful experience ever since I bought this little guy. And it's just been, I carried around like a little guardian, and it's just been really cool because I've really wanted to attract a fairy dragon, and I really wanted to work with the fairy dragon, and I like have been putting that message out into the universe, you know, like by making fairy dragon egg jars, and by like working with the fairy, learning more about the fae, learning about the dragon fae with the new tarot deck that I got that I'll have to do a different video on. But seriously, no, it's not a tarot deck, it's an oracle deck. But I've been really delving into the fairies, and I've really been wanting to work with a fairy dragon. And I'm pretty sure there's a little fairy dragon attached to this, so that was really magical, and I have yet to work more with her, so I might make a video following up on that, depending if the guardian is willing to be open about that to the world. So that's pretty exciting. I absolutely loved that. So these are my first 3 finds at the one crystal store. A few days later, we ended up going to the mall, and they had this really adorable store in there. Again, I freaking forgot what it was called, but they had like this little metaphysical area to it, and they had books on dragons and fairies. And while I wanted to get both of them, I figured that I might as well get one first. And I'm sure you can guess which one I purchased first. I purchased the dragon book first. So this book is a little interesting. I've read a little bit about it. It talks a lot about different dragons and different types of dragons. It goes into even the Harry Potter dragons and Smaug from Lord of the Rings. So it's just like really cool, and it goes into, I think it actually might even go to dragons from Skyrim as well, so that's pretty awesome. I thought that was really unique because not a lot of books that I have found on dragons go into the actual man-made dragons like Smaug, or like the dragons in Skyrim, or like the Hungarian Horntail in Harry Potter, and I found that really, really unique. Which, by the way, I'm like hella Harry Potter nerd, and I think I'm about to like actually start doing more videos on Harry Potter related things because of how much of a nerd I am. Like, I literally like binge watch the movies pretty much like once a month. It's kind of ridiculous, but anyway guys, this book is really good, although there's one little thing that bothers me a little bit. It takes the stand that dragons are not real, and that is like weird for me because I feel like they totally are real, and I know they're real because I work with them pretty much on a daily basis. And it's crazy because they like take the stance of, we created these monstrous beings, and it goes into how there's like what's it called, like what was I gonna say? It goes into how there are like myths and lore around the whole like world, but it literally says the myth, legends, and lore of dragons. I have not read a lot of it. I've read like about a chapter, like the introduction or whatever, but I really do like it, and even though it has a little bit of a weird perspective on it, there is still a lot of good information here that I have found useful, and I love the aesthetic of the book. It's really pretty. It's by Douglas Niles, I think. So it's really cool. So it's called Dragons, Myths, Legends, and Lore by Doug Niles. And yeah, it's really cute, and I absolutely love it. After that, we kind of walked out of the store and walked around a little bit more, but while we were still in that same store, they were selling mini tarot decks. Like, okay, I'm obsessed with anything small. Like, I absolutely love small things. Like, I have a really small backpack, and like I make mini books. Like, okay. literally many everything in my life. Like I love small crystals too. Like most of my favorite crystals are very small. I don't know. That's why I don't know. I love small things. I love like little travel things and like little small notebooks, and oh my gosh, I'm a little nerd when it comes to that. But we ended up walking out of the store after I bought the dragon book, and as we were walking back to the car, I had to go back in there and get it because it was only $10 and I absolutely adored it. So I ended up getting a little mini tarot deck. Oh my gosh, do you see how small this is? Like, do you even see how small this is? Okay guys, like seriously though, it's so adorable, and it's kind of cool and unique because like here's the little like slip of paper that like tells you what everything means, and it's so cute, and I'm really tempted to burn the edges to make it like a dragon scroll, but I like don't want to fuck up like what everything says, you know what I mean? But like it's cool because like for each card it gives like 4 to like 7 words, and I like that because it makes it to where you have to work to interpret it. You have to work to kind of like understand a little more instead of like oracle decks where they give you paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs of information. I like this because you have to use your intuition to like connect with it more. So here's the deck. I can't even believe this deck right now, but here's the deck. Oh my goodness, it's so small. So it's a regular traditional tarot deck, and then it has this little tiny card here that says Tiny Tarot, and then it has like a little bit about the author and the artist, and then it goes into the cards. Now I might do a deck profile on this, so let me guys know if you want one, but it's like the traditional card layout, so it's really cool. And I actually have a deck like this already that has the same exact prints on it, but it was missing a card, and my coven leader gave it to me because it was missing 2 cards, but one of the cards it was missing I actually found while looking through it, so it was pretty trippy, and I wanted to use that deck to make my own tarot deck, so like paint over him and like get artsy and crafty with it, like fuck it, art project, you know what I mean? Which, by the way, making a tarot deck is a lot bigger of a project than I anticipated, so I have no idea when that will be finished, but nevertheless I am still working on it. But it was the same exact cards as these, so I don't feel guilty destroying those cards now because I kind of have the same exact tarot deck, if that makes sense. And oh my gosh, I absolutely love these cards. Like, they're so cute, like and I love that the cover of the deck is blue. I love blue. Blue is my favorite color, so that made me really happy too. And I don't know, man, there's just something about a mini tarot deck that makes me giggle, but I must admit, shuffling this deck is quite a pain, although it's honestly like hella entertaining, and I want someone like in the future to buy a reading for me, and then I just break this out and I'm all fucking serious, you know? And I'm like, are you ready? And I'm like shuffling the deck like this. Are you ready for your reading? Are you ready? I don't know, I find that hilarious. I find it hysterical, and I will probably prank someone with this deck in the future. I've done some readings with it. I'm still getting the hang of it. It's kind of a difficult one for me to read, but nevertheless, I'm working with it, and I most definitely want to do readings with it in the future. So I love that deck for sure. My boyfriend and I borrowed our friend's car because they both worked during one day, and we decided to take a trip into the city of Seattle to find a crystal store in search of this fluorite that I wanted. And we ended up going to this place called Eco Elements, and really lovely store, really small though, didn't have the greatest selection of like everything. However, I did find a diamond in the rough, and I have been searching for a citrine for so long. And I've wanted just like my citrine, you know, like I've seen people with these beautiful pieces of citrine, and like no matter where I've gone, like I have small pieces of citrine, don't get me wrong, but I feel like I really was looking for like a big piece of citrine that's like gnarly, producer of happiness and positive sunshiny energy, and I found it. So this is the citrine that I found. I am in love with this thing. Like, it is so unbelievably gorgeous, and there's something on my hand. But anyway, this citrine is so beautiful, and I have been like not able to like put it down like ever since I picked it up. Like, it has been like my buddy, and I just love gazing in it, and I've been able to scry with it really well, like looking at it, and I've been able to like show me this person, show me that person, and it will, and it's trippy, it's so cool. And it mostly works on like this side, the scrying part, because like this side's pretty like white and stuff. But yeah, like this camera is not doing it justice, but like it is so gorgeous, and there's just like so much going on in this citrine. And even though it is a heat-treated citrine. I really wanted a raw and natural one. So this was originally amethyst at one point until it was heat-treated, but I do like it. I'm in love with it. I have such a strong connection to it, and it's just making me, every time I hold it, I'm just like, so much happy is in this. That's actually my boyfriend, so I'm gonna actually answer him on camera. Hello?
Hey.
Hi, I'm in the middle of making a video.
Aw, I'm on lunch.
Do you want to say hi to the hatchlings? You're on film right now.
Oh, I am?
Yep.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of making a Witchy Shopping vlog.
I'm sorry I interrupted your video, but I just want to say hi, and I love you.
I love you too. Can I call you real quick? I was actually almost done.
Sure.
Okay, cool, thank you.
Alright.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
My boyfriend calls me between like 3:30 and 4 when he's on his lunch break. But anyway, so shout out to Max, love you, babe. But anyway, so Max and I, speaking of the devil, Max and I went to Seattle and got this from Eco Elements in search of the fluorite that I was looking for. So then, of course, if you guys know me, I'm a big Goodwill nut. I'm actually, this corset that I'm wearing, I actually got this from Goodwill, so shout out to Goodwill. But we ended up going to a Goodwill out in Washington, and just to kind of like, you know, go around. It was kind of a lazy day, and we wanted to just kind of explore and see what they had to offer. And the first little thing I found was this cute little goblet, and I wanted to use this on my fairy altar because I feel like it's small. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the small things, and I wanted to use this as like maybe an offering chalice or just a way to cheers with the fairies. So I love this so much. It's made out of pewter, I believe. Yeah, it says, yeah. It's made out of pewter, and I definitely had to clean it because it was hella fucking dirty and dusty, but now it's all clean, pristine, and ready to go, and it's super cute, super ready for magical purposes, and I'm gonna go find a place for it on my fairy altar, which I eventually want to make a bigger one. I really want to just like have a house full of altars. That's just kind of who I am. So I'm pretty sure that will be entertaining in the future. But the next thing I got, I am so happy about because I have been looking for a Motar and pestle for like my whole witchy life, and a Motar and pestle of this quality is usually like $80, and I'm pretty sure the Motar and pestle that I found is made out of crystal, which makes me so ecstatic. I don't exactly know what it would be made out of, but it definitely feels like crystal. I actually found another one prior to this one made out of ceramic that I was gonna get, and then I found this one and I had to get it even though it was only like $2 more. But literally I got this Motar and pestle for $6. What the hell? Goodwill, oh my gosh, Goodwill is like the best place for witches to get their shit because they pretty much will surprise you. Like, check this out. Like, it's so deep, and it's heavy too. Like, I don't know what it's made out of, but it totally feels like crystal. So if you guys can like tell me what it's made out of, or like you've seen these before, or like something like that, like let me know, because I'm almost like, I literally would bet like a good $10 that this is made out of a crystal. So there's that. So yeah, that was that journey. At this point in time, it was ready to go back to our trip. Ready to go back home, and we were like on our way to the airport, and I was really bummed that I didn't find this fluorite that I was looking for, because that's really like, I put it out into the universe. I wanted to manifest it. I really needed a fluorite, and I was really picky about it. I wanted a fluorite tower made of rainbow fluorite. I knew what I wanted, and I put that into the universe. I was like, I really want this fluorite from Washington. I really want this fluorite from Washington, trying to manifest this. And so I was really bummed when we had to go back to the airport, but we ended up getting there, going through security, and we had some time before our flight was gonna leave, so we ended up looking for some food. And we found this like Asian kitchen because, okay, we're vegan and it's hard to find vegan food at airports, just so you know. Fucking airports, can you please have more vegan options for people, because what you're doing is wrong there, man. Veganism is the best. Okay, just kidding, I'm not that biased. But anyway, we were looking for some vegan options for us because we are both lactose intolerant and we do not like eating meat of any kind, really. And so we ended up finding this place. Oh, I don't remember what it was called, but it only had 3 letters in it, and 3 of the letters were, I think it was W-A-J-U, so like Waju or something like that. But their logo was a dragon, okay. And we ended up getting these like really delicious wraps, like vegetable wraps that had like tofu in it, and like they were green tortillas, and there was just like all sorts of like yummy vegetables in there, and then they gave us like the sesame seed dressing, so good. And then across from this particular restaurant, there was a crystal store called the Wishing Stone, and Max and I of course had to go inside, and lo and behold, guess what they had in there? They had the fluorite I was looking for, and I literally at that point like gave it up. I forgot about it. I was like, you know what? I'll find it when I'm meant to find it, whatever, like I let it go, like, and I forgot that I wanted this fluorite. And usually that's how magic works. When you forget that you put it into the universe, that's when it manifests itself to like come full circle. But yes, this is the fluorite that I found in there, and oh my gosh, you guys, I am so happy. Like, it is so gorgeous. This is some rainbow fluorite. And it's in like the tower that I wanted. I wanted it in a tower because I have a raw piece of fluorite that one of you guys sent me actually, and I love it. I love it so much, but I've always wanted like a really like just striking fluorite tower, and lo and behold, I found it. So it's definitely absolutely amazing. I had so much fun, and when we went in there, my boyfriend ended up buying a labradorite sphere too. He likes to collect spheres. So that was really, really fun, and I had so much fun, and it was just so magical, and it was just really a good time. And I'm so happy that I found the fluorite that I was looking for, and the other 4 beautiful crystals that I have found. Like, oh my gosh, Rosie, like so badass, and then the Citrine, like so badass, and then this aquamarine I want to work more with. And then a little onyx raven was pretty cool. But yes, I am a very big crystal whore, and I know you guys ask me a lot where I get my crystals from, and I tend to get my crystals just from random places. They really just kind of come to me randomly. Sometimes I go on crystal hunts and I search like metaphysical stores, crystal shops, like new age shops. I just Google that in my area, and I mean, where I live out in Cali, they really have nothing like that. So when I was out in Washington, of course I had to look for that, because the Pacific Northwest, man, is like the best place to get witchy shit. Like, don't even get me started. But yeah, that was my little witchy shopping vlog haul. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope you guys have done a haul soon or something like that, or you go crystal hunting or something like that. And if you have, leave some links to videos. I do really enjoy watching like haul videos, like witchy haul videos. So this was my like witchy Washington haul video, my witchy Washington shopping vlog or something like that. I don't even know, but I had so much fun. I'm so glad that I was able to go visit my dear friends Amanda and Danny with my boyfriend Max. It was so much fun. It was such an adventure, and it was so necessary for all of us to just have that experience, and I'm just so grateful for all of the wonderful things that I have acquired in my lifetime. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, but until next time, stay geeky, cheeky, and freaky little hatchlings. Blessed be, and bye. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment telling me why, and subscribe to see what I'll post next. And if you love my content, please become a sponsor over at Patreon, because it really helps keep the channel going so I can post awesome videos for you guys. Even if you donate $1, every dollar counts, and your support is greatly appreciated. All the links are down below, but until next time, peace out.